Okay, hey guys. Today I'm doing a quick tutorial to what to do if you want to modify a map. So first, go to Steam. Make sure you have in your library. Make sure you have opened the tool page there. So once that's done, you can launch the RO2SDK. That's the program you're gonna need to use to modify anything on this on any maps you want to do. So make sure you download the RO2 SDK and then you run it. Okay, so once the SDK is open, you can shut down those tips there. You won't need them. First thing you gotta do is you gotta make sure that you got the files in the right place. So first, go to your documents, my games folder, Red Orchestra, RO game. Then you go to unpublish is where you're gonna put all the maps you want to modify. But for usually the maps you downloaded, you put them in the publish folder. So this is where I'm gonna get my source. So let's say I think we're doing Prigorod today. So I'm just gonna copy this one, and then I'm gonna go back to the unpublished folder. Oops, so unpublished, and I'm gonna paste it there. Okay, so once it's in the folder there, I'll open the map from the SDK. First thing though, I'm going to rename the map file, so to make sure I don't overwrite the existing file, so I always have a backup. So I'm gonna open the Prigorod extended map file there in the SDK. So as you can see now, the map is now loaded in the SDK. On the bottom left there, you can see the map itself, the textures, how it's going. So this is the screen, the tool you're going to use if you want to change anything physical in the map. Since today we're just editing the options and the number of roles, the number of tickets, etc. We're not going to use that. We're just going to go to View World Properties, and then yeah, you can open up that thing there. You go to World Info, and this is where you're going to change basically everything. This is where all the info, the roles, the tickets, name it, everything is in there. So just expand that menu there. If you go into Allies, you'll get all the allied properties, and if you go to Axis, you'll get all the Axis properties, obviously. So you can change the number of reinforcements there. So on Prigorod, there was a problem. The defenders were getting more tickets than the attackers, so I'm just going to change that real fast. So the defenders get 100 less tickets than the attackers, so I'm setting them to 800 tickets. And I'm gonna set the attackers shortly to 900 tickets, so just to make sure that they get an actual chance at taking this map. So the three different reinforcement lines there, it depends on the number of players in the server, but since we're planning on running this only on full servers, it doesn't matter. I just put them all to the same number of tickets. There you got all the other information for other game types, but we're not really doing this, so I just skip over that. Okay, so here this line is pretty important. It's the overhead map texture. You know, there's this bug we add on some maps where the map doesn't show up, so just right click on this map and go to properties there. Make sure that the group is group UI. Otherwise it will just show spread out, and it will not make for a very good overhead map. But this way I found it's better, and it shows up consistently. So just make sure that the previous map maker put it to UI if you didn't just set it for him. In this tab you can also set the time limit. So now we're gonna go to territories. You're set which team is defending or attacking. On this map it's always allies that are defending. If you go to territories allies, there you can see the number of squads that are set for this map. So in this case we're interested in adding more roles. I think we only have 32 roles per team, so I'm just gonna go ahead. See, on this map the original map maker only made fire teams of 1. This is problematic when it will show up for the role selection screen. They will all show up in a single column. I found out that the optimal role per fire teams is 3 roles, so we're just gonna go ahead and do that. So what I'm gonna do, so here I'm just showing you up all the other squads too. See, there's 9 different fire teams in this squad 1. So I'm gonna go ahead and duplicate this squad here to make sure. So this button allows you to duplicate the squad, and then I'm gonna rename the squad real fast. Since we're adding mostly rifle roles, I'll call it Rifle Squad just so it's clear. And here I will remove some fire teams. There are way too many of them. I think we can get by with only 5 3-man fire teams. Sorry. So I'll delete them all. So here I'm just gonna copy this role, this rifleman role, as you can see, and then I'm gonna copy this fire team, since now each fire team is comprised of 3 men, so that makes a 9-man squad as of right now. Might add, yeah, I think I'm gonna add another squad here, another fire team. Sorry. I'm just gonna go ahead and copy this squad again. So just by doing so, I'm adding 20 roles already to the allies team, so this is good enough. So I'm thinking might as well do add some assault roles to this squad. So let's go ahead and do just that there. So you go to allies, standard assault. That will give you some submachine gunners in there. I'm gonna copy it thrice, so I get a full fire team of assault. And I'm gonna add another rifleman fire team. So this way I'm just adding 30 roles to both teams. See, I added two of those model squads there. So this should add plenty of roles. I'm done with the allies for now. I'm just gonna go with the Axis. I'm doing the same process over for the Axis. I'm just gonna copy one of the squads there. And then I'm going to modify those roles so they fit the model with the that we set for the allies there. So it's a rifle squad really, so only rifles and some assault gunners, but really few. We don't want to break the balance of the map there, so I only add pretty regular roles. And see, yeah, this modder didn't do a very good job at assigning squads, so we're just going to delete all of those except the rifleman role. There you go, we keep the rifleman, we open it, copy it thrice, so now we got a 3-man fire team. We can copy that again, 1, 2, yeah, that's good. Let me just verify real fast. I need to remember. I got very short memory. Okay, so there you go. Okay, I added 4 rifle squads there, so let's add an extra one. Extra fire team, sorry. And the last one is going to be our assault guys. So let's remove those roles. Modify this one real fast. So we go RO axis this time, and we want standard assault. There you go. Once that's done, I can copy this role. Yeah, I can copy this role 3 times. 1, 2, 3. There you go. So now we got 15 roles in this squad too, and we're just gonna copy this rifle squad again. So we get 30 extra rolls per team, so that's 60 extra rolls total. That should be plenty for even the busiest nights. It doesn't really hurt anything, it's only rifle rolls, nothing too interesting. Yes, there are some assault rolls, but they're going to be pretty worthless without the competent squad leader, so not too worried about the balance there. I'm making sure, I'm adding a minimum here because I don't want those rolls to show up when the server's almost empty, so this way we're making sure that at least 60 players are on the server before these rolls show up. So this way we're going to make sure we don't have like an empty squad or something. So yeah. And oh, I forgot to rename this squad 2. There you go. So this is pretty much how you would add any rolls. See, it's not rocket science. Pretty much something everyone can do. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much what we had to do on this map. See, took what, 10 minutes now? Not too bad. Let's go to File, Save All. Make sure we got everything. So this is more of the tricky part, I'd say. It's not difficult per se. You just need to know what you're doing. Oh yeah, so when you save it, it will always give you this error the first time. So just press OK, OK, just retry. And it will go through the second time. I don't know why it does that, but it does. So just do it. So once that's saved, we're gonna go to the content browser there. So you could, if it's not showing there, you can go to View and then Content Browser. But since it's there, we're just gonna go to Levels and press the Save button again. And once that's done, we're ready to cook the map, as they say. So cooking the map will just compress the files, so it's easier to handle and it's smaller for the end user. So we just press that button there and press yes. So it will open a Windows command prompt. Don't worry about it. You don't need to do anything. You just need to let it go. Sometimes it hides behind the RO2 SDK icon, so you can just right click on it, press maximize, and that will show you the log. Just wait for it to be complete. It takes about a minute sometimes. So this is definitely one of the things you need to account for. So let's just be patient there. Yeah, this is taking a bit longer than usual. Prigorod is a pretty heavy map, so this is why it's doing this, but usually it will only take about 20 seconds to do so. Just be patient. Rarely crashes. We're getting some errors, that's normal. The SDK is full of bugs, so don't worry about it. Alright, so see, it says success. We're good to go now. We can close this page. Took about a minute and a half. And once we're done with that, we're done with the SDK, basically. So that was it for the map modification itself. So now what we need to do is take the published file. So once you cook the map, it's going to move to your published folder. So as you can see now, we got TE Prigorod extended. It's just been modified for us. We just did that, so now it's in the cooked folder. It was in the uncooked before, unpublished, pardon me. So now what we're gonna do, we're gonna put the map on the CDN. So I got a few shortcuts here for the CDN and the servers. Just hit me up if you need help with this. I can set you up, but I won't get into this video. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna drag and drop the file to the CDN. It's gonna take about a few seconds, a few minutes sometimes if the map file is pretty big. And so that's should be too long. Alright, so once that's done, we need to put the file on the server and configure the server for the map to run. So what we're going to do, we're going to go to RO game on the server, brood PC server. So yeah, RO game, brood PC, maps. And this is where we're going to dump the map file. So there you go. So there again, make sure you take the correct map file. You take the cook PC map file, not the unpublished file. Because if you take the unpublished file from the SDK, the one you actually worked on, it's gonna miss all the textures when you actually put the map on the server. So just make sure you're in the correct folder. Then we're gonna need to make the INI file for the server to recognize the map. So here, as you can see, I got a bunch of those INI files I set up for the other maps there. So I'm just gonna take one that I already have and copy and paste it, make a copy of it. In the meantime, I'm just gonna wait for this map to end, because what you need to do is take the exact file name of the map to put in the INI file. I don't know why, but it really needs to be the exact same thing. So I'm just gonna go over and copy the file name, and I'm gonna put it in my new INI file just before there you go. Now I'm gonna open the INI file, and I'll replace everything that says TE Cavcast, which is another map. So I'll just press Ctrl H, and then I put my new file name, replace all. So there you go. You got all the Prigorod extended now. So that's going to be the INI file, and I'm just going to save this file there. And now I can drop it on the server. So that's the last step really. I'm just going to copy this file, and I'm going to put it under the RO game config folder with all the other INI files. So I'm just going to put it on there. Just drag and drop, really. Should be right there. It's a very small file, so yeah, so there you go, it is. So that's pretty much it for today. If you got any questions, don't be afraid to ask me, and I hope I talk to you later. Bye bye.